Name of place.
Name of place. Placeholder name.
You might be able to sell this over at Bitterback Inks. They usually take them different sorts of ingredients like these.
Okay.
Does
this guy have anything for sale that I might be interested in?
I can send it to you.
You basically ask him what it is that he can do there, and he says, "Why I could give you a fortune. I could." Fuck you. He basically tells you, I could give you a fortune. I could tell you about the different stars and where you might want to look up at the sky and pray and other sorts of things. I know many things that I could tell you.
What are his prices for the just in general?
He tells you for a single fortune reading, say about 5 gold.
Okay, and what about the stars?
Stars, 5 gold for information on the next constellation.
Add it, 10 gold.
Would the stars perhaps bring me closer to finding cereal at all?
Is that what you want? You want to find cereal?
Well, that's my purpose for coming here, isn't it?
That, and also the necroplague thing that's kind of got everyone up in arms. But yeah, who knows? It might. I think
would that give me a religious bonus?
I gotta use the restroom. We'll be right back.
Maybe on the night you do it, maybe. But
Oh my god. Apparently we have 12,010 photos in our group chat.
The Cool Patrol?
1,210. The Cool Patrol, yep.
Alright, I'll pay 10 gold and I'll do one of these.
okay. So he waves his hands over this magical ball, and the whole room fills with this dusk. And
That's pretty cool.
he leans in towards you. The only light in the room is coming from this magical ball, and he stares into your eyes. And he grabs your hand and he puts one hand on the ball, and it goes and as he opens up his eyes, he doesn't have any pupils. They're completely fogged over. And let me see, actually.
Is he casting augury?
No, it's a little bit of a special thing. But he basically he grabs your hand, and you feel some kind of vision of it's you don't see anything, but you feel sick and you feel horribly, your body just feels bad, and you feel like you can't take it. And he basically tells you, at some point in your future, your body may go through some incredible trauma at some point. This insight I bring you can help. This insight I bring you
within a month.
This insight I bring you can give you a little help for when that time comes. And so the next time you have to roll a Constitution saving throw, you can do it with advantage.
Woo!
Because you now know what's coming.
Sweet. And then,
I see what I'm talking
It's like a temporary blessing.
and then what's the constellation thing?
He has a little telescope that's going out the back of his that's going out the back of his thing, and he looks into the telescope up into the night sky because it is around night now, and he goes through a little book he has, searches for the constellation, and he's like, yes, in 2 days we have the constellation of Passing. If you pray on this day,
Just put it away.
If you pray in 2 days under the starry night sky, you might have a little bit of a resistance against death. And so basically, I'm not sure what that'll do yet, but I'll let you know. Just remind me.
You have an advantage on a death save.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay.
You raise yourself from the dead.
And then I want to go to the bitterback inks to
Oh.
sell my mushrooms.
Let's cut to me real quick. I got a question to ask you. In the lobster hunting community in this area, am I well known?
No.
Am I respected?
No.
My guy's been hunting for 10 years.
They know you. They're not as much as like you're about on the same level as everyone else, though.
I'm sorry to say this, but the entire crowd that you knew and loved you has died due to the plague. We have the new groupie teenage years coming on, so you got to get with the
Bunch of
times.
millennials.
You got to get with the times.
I talked with Linda about the plague, and it's basically just discussed the plague.
Why you can't even stand up?
Having a stroke.
He always has a stroke.
She tells you that it's becoming difficult. There's some like there's some nearby cities that are starting to fall apart. Some of their dead are coming back to life and attacking their own, and it's horrible. And it's making hunting here worse too because we can't eat these diseased animals. It's really getting tough out there.
It's always the undead.
And she'll let you know. She tells you, do you remember Corey? Roll a history check because you haven't seen her around that often, but.
Who's that? 16 plus, let me see, what was history?
Intelligence.
It's 11. I mean, not 16, 17.
Yeah. So, you remember that Corey was a treasure hunter around here. She actually
Died.
ran a shop called Nick and Nack's. And, but as you came in, that store was nearby, and it was closed. She's been out for a few days exploring, but she tells you, yeah, Corey, she hasn't been back.
She hasn't sent a raven?
She hasn't come back. No, she hasn't come back in a few days. Now she usually gets sidetracked in things, but we have a festival in a couple days, and she's supposed
Which
to.
festival is this?
No, this is a winter harvest festival,
Remember that back in the days when you loved me?
and she's supposed to bring back food, but she. I don't know. I mean, yes, she's kind of reckless, but I don't know. I'm just a little bit worried about her. You know, she went back to what's her name? She went and she was exploring some kind of dungeon back in Hobbswood. Well, she hasn't come back since.
Okay. Oliver, are you doing anything?
I was going to the temple.
Whoa.
Why, you know you could do things.
I know. I wanted for you guys to do
Yeah.
your stuff.
I'm not
Steven, would you like to go with him to the temple since he's
I
going
want to sell my mushrooms.
Alright, I'm gonna get through you then first so I can do you both at once, but
I'm heading to the temple.
And you'll do all three
Alright.
do it at once then.
Why are you coming to the temple?
Because he's religious.
I'm religious, bro.
You don't. Oh, so you actually do know what the god is?
No.
No,
Oh.
he just worships whatever it is.
Oh, he just.
I have a cross.
Not a cross,
Not
but
a cross,
really
it's
call
a
it a
symbol.
religious symbol.
Okay.
Don't know what it is. I don't pray. I just have it. I just believe.
it's a wolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably why you kept it.
It looked cool.
Yep.
So you go into this
It's got a name you
place,
couldn't even pronounce in
you
the
go
back.
into this place called Bitterback Inks, and on the inside there is a dark dwarf man. Like a
Can you not?
made for each other. Alright.
Please don't.
So there's this dark dwarf, and he's got like very light gray skin and a big beard. He's got he's got a lot of tattoos on his right arm, and he's currently like
Was he a wizard? Because of the tattoos?
he's
Harry?
He's currently mixing some ingredients together and like using some alchemic supplies, and he sees you coming and he's like, oh hello there, what brings you here today?
I have these mushrooms I'd like to sell.
Oh, mushrooms. Here. And he takes them and he looks at these and like, oh yes, these are ink shrooms. Perfect. I can buy these off of you. For this bundle here, I could give you 20 gold.
Yes, thank you.
He takes them immediately and he says, thank you. That's really nice. And he says, did you want to get something done while you were in here?
What can you do for me?
I'm a tattoo artist.
Oh dang.
I can make various tattoos for you, magical or non-magical. You know, most people choose magical, of course.
Could I gain a cantrip from this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I can?
Swear, we should have
Basically,
been
okay.
with
Imagine
her.
these as spell scrolls, but with multiple uses. With like let's say you get a small little tattoo on you, you can use that spell 4 times. About.
We should have been with her.
But they're temporary and they're more expensive than spell scrolls, but he can make them for you.
Well, so would it be
Tramp stamp.
what's the highest
Gotcha.
level spell tattoo I could get?
Destroy your enemy for 500.
He tells you
Wish.
Well, okay, so he tells you, these tattoos I can make. I've been doing this for a long time. I can make some really powerful tattoos, but your body wouldn't be able to handle it. So at this point, I could do some basic stuff. What first level 2 cantrips for you.
Okay.
As you increase in levels, you can get higher level ones.
Weak sauce.
And how much would a first level tattoo cost me?
Actually, I'm trying to look for that right now. I have a page for this.
I know. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, every time
Yeah.
you hear the hong or
Yeah. That thing.
Here we are. There it is. Oh, okay. There. Okay, I found it. So, cool. So, so he basically tells you, it depends on the spell and it depends how big you want it, but like for the lowest of the low, base starting prices start at 30 gold for a cantrip and 60 for a level 1. And that's for like a small, like low tier, like lowest tier you can get. It would probably cost like, that's the minimum value. If
You're gonna ask yourself one
some of these
question.
require exotic ingredients, I can give you, if you bring me certain ingredients, I might be able to reduce the cost, or I can give you, I can give you like an upgraded version that lasts a little bit longer. Some inks like these, these mushrooms you brought me. These mushrooms and other types of plants can make the ink last longer.
Okay. Will we be coming back to this town?
Yes.
Again?
Yeah, you can definitely come back.
Okay, I'll tell him that I'll look out for it because I can't afford
Alright.
anything from him right now.
It says no problem.
Can you get a small one?
I can get a cantrip, but I'd rather save up and get a first level that I can use a couple times.
No problem, sweetie. You do
No
you.
problem, sweetie.
You do you. You do you, boo boo.
And he says, hey, nice to see a dwarven face around here, right?
Absolutely. I agree full-heartedly for him.
I keep forgetting that he's a dwarven female. I keep thinking of human.
I'm actually half dwarf.
So she's half human, half dwarf.
What does that look like exactly?
I'm assuming
It's a slightly taller dwarf that's probably a little skinnier than base dwarf, I'd imagine.
So basically, kind of just a stocky, short person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, where did you come from? Because my family came from the mountains to the west, the Underdark.
Where did I come from?
You're not entirely sure of that. You just...
an existential crisis already.
Wait, what? He doesn't know where he's from.
Your family was
Because
you
my,
lived-
my dad Clay was an orphan.
Yeah,
Actually.
you lived near a mountain where there were some dwarves, but it's still a little bit uncommon.
I'll tell him that then.
Yeah. He goes, interesting. I guess there are probably a few families out there. That's to the east.
Mm-hmm. I like this guy.
Who else you all wanted to go to the temple, so as soon as whatever you're doing, you want to wrap up. But.
I come from a craftsman. Could I repair any of this guy's stuff, perhaps? Does he need anything done? I'll do it for free just to get favor with him.
Just get on your knees and go.
Come on, dude. I'm a young girl.
You're 17, you're home.
Yeah, no, you're 17. That means you're an adult.
No, but I'm half
You're
orphan.
hollow.
I age slower.
You slut.
17 could be like a 13-year-old.
Okay,
He's
so
still an
he looks at
adult?
you.
Suck his boulder.
Okay, so he looks at you and he says, the only thing I have around here is I have a few busted needles."
I can repair those.
He kind of gives you these. He's like, "Yeah, I was just gonna throw these out anyway. If you want to do whatever you want with them."
Yeah, I'll go and I'll repair those.
Thank you. That's greatly appreciated.
What's this guy's name?
You don't know. Didn't ask. You should say, "What is your name?"
Grandmaster Kilo.
Did you seriously rip his message into
It doesn't matter. But it's not important anymore.
Then what did it say?
He goes, my name's
I
Farah.
can tell you.
Farah?
Can't
Farah,
tell you,
can't
it's a
tell you.
private message.
How do you spell that?
F-A-R-A-A-M.
But you said it's not important anymore.
For
Anymore.
what's going on. Yeah, no, it's not important anymore,
Farah.
but it's still not
Yeah.
something
I
you
added him to
need
my
to
bonds.
know.
I like this guy.
Okay,
But
cool.
you should know. It involves
Alright,
stuff
and
I know.
I'll
you
be
don't.
off, but I'll make sure to keep a lookout for whatever he may want.
Okay.
And so I'll go to the temple now.
All right. All three of you go into the temple.
Drag
So,
him along.
No, you don't know where I am.
so
Being an edgelord somewhere.
He's probably in a back alley corner brooding.
No, I'm in the.
He's in the bar drinking and
I'm in the
brooding.
Brooding with a
Yeah.
1 gold hooker.
you're just crying in the corner of the Hunter's Guild with the dark robe for you.
The silver dagger.
So
It's like one guy just one guy looks over and he's like, "You go top to bottom for results." What did he do? Oh, he launched the
I
top.
do not know how I did that.
No, I'm drinking and talking with someone in the Monsters Guild. Not
Okay.
drinking.
So
And how common are monsters actually?
monsters.
Yeah. Are they like like something that just has to be
It
dealt
depends on the
with?
monster. They're all
But
common. it
No,
just depends
no,
on the
I'm
monster.
just talking like how common are there like stuff where you can find them if you're just wandering around? I mean, some places there's like monsters are like you have to look for them
Yeah.
to do it, but there are others. where it's
They can be around.
okay.
It depends.
Since we're in kind of a restful state, is this a level up time, perhaps? We've been cooking it for about 3 hours, and
We have like another hour or so.
You'll probably level up at some point during this like RPG thing. So if you want to level up now, that's fine because you're probably not going to get into another combat encounter until you're already leveled up. So it's cool. If you want to like switch your stats or think about what you want to do.
yeah, I'll do that right now.
Alright, so are you leveling up?
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
level
sure.
up.
Basically.
Yay, we survived.
So we're level 2 now?
Yep,
Yeah.
and we roll for health.
I forgot. How do we roll for health again?
It's 1d. It's whatever your hit die is. Do a
Careful
1d4.
with the player's handbook. It's like really torn up. Like there's a lot of missing pages in there. So they're all really loose.
Oh wow, that's depressing.
Yeah.
That's
Does
what
anyone
she
need
said.
the player's handbook?
No.
Nah, I've got it right here.
Everyone has PDFs.
Yeah, I have it all saved.
So what did you ask something?
No.
What's the healing? It's our hit die plus what?
Oh, it's 1d4. Well, you have a 1d10, right?
Yeah, so,
So it's
D4 plus 6 plus your con.
yeah. So for you, it's 8 plus d4.
So, you all go off towards the temple, and there are 5 different parts of the temple for each of the goddesses. You notice that there are a lot of people going into mainly the temple to Skogaru, but definitely like there's a few going to Torn and Kaspa, but and a few more going to Ori, but
just
almost
doubled my health.
none going to Fosal. Like there's very few.
I go to
my
Vasal
I go to Vasal.
Yeah.
because I think that would have to deal with cereal because
Oh,
fire.
actually, they have like a little mini shrine to like the fire deity in the Ori temple.
Yes,
She
I go
doesn't
to
have her own
Ori.
temple.
I
Alright.
go to Ori and then I go to
Guys,
the fire deity.
What should I do? Archery, you gain a +2 bonus attack rolls you make with a ranged weapon. Dueling, when you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand. And
Well, you
other
used your
weapons.
crossbow the most.
There is one.
I use my sword and crossbow.
Well, if you have your cross... Wait, what was the second one?
And dueling is when you gain a +2 damage rolls with the weapon I have in one hand. If I don't use another weapon.
Oh, then you can have your crossbow in the other hand.
Yeah.
So, I'd go with the archery probably.
So you all go up into this temple, and there's like a big center area with like an archpriest there, and he looks at you and he says,
Ooh, hold on. 2-weapon fighting. When you engage in 2-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack.
Yeah. So, technically, you can add your ability modifier to the crossbow.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that one.
That's what Y has for...
Can you find the fighter thing? Because I can't look it up on my PDF fast enough. Keep going.
So
Actually, it's not too bad.
I gained like no racial bonuses when
you
I
got a
leveled
4
up
on yours?
with my half
Yeah.
dwarf.
Dang,
I doubled my health.
Gosh dang it, I only got a 2. I didn't do good on this one.
I got 20, or literally doubled it.
Wait, how do you?
Wait,
how do you?
have-
What do you
wait,
do
what's
for your health?
constitution?
so you roll a d4.
Okay.
a +2.
Plus
Wait,
the rest
for-
of
for
the
a level
health.
I rolled a 2.
So, you actually...
So
Oh,
4?
So, you and me
So
have
what's your hit
22.
die?
Yeah.
1d8?
4 plus
Alright.
4, that's 8 plus your con.
Yeah.
So you get 10 health.
Yeah.
Or sorry, 11.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
double your health.
I literally doubled it.
Yeah.
Hey, that works for me.
So, what happens is you take a d4 and then you add the rest of what the amount of your hit die adds to,
Mm-hmm.
and then you add con.
All right.
So at least you get more health, and unless you like, in case you make a bad roll.
So
Wait, so
there's this archpriest.
I roll a d4
Yeah.
and I add 1/2 of my hit die.
No. Well, for you, yeah. it
You
would
add
be a
since
half.
I have a 1d10, I roll a d4 and I add 6.
So it minuses 4 from your total that you would get if
And
you
then
were to
you
max
add
it
the
out.
rest.
So, if
to
it's like a
whatever you
10,
got.
you do a 1d4 plus 6. If it's an 8,
So you're
you do a 1d4
guaranteed
plus
at
4.
least half your.
A little bit
Yeah.
more than half, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Instead
yeah, that
of
makes sense.
yeah,
I like
instead
that.
of like going like, oh, I rolled a 1 and a 1 and a 2,
It's like
and
I'm a
you're
barbarian
fighting.
and I roll a 1.
Yeah, it's like
1d10, I got 3 more health points. I'm at 15.
yeah, it's like oh yeah,
Mage,
you're barbarian.
I
you
got 25 health.
yeah, that's kind
Oh
of
my,
like it.
come on.
Yeah, it's a little bit more towards.
So there's this archpriest standing there.
Did you tell them about our critical? How we do criticals?
When we do criticals in this game, basically, you know how you take like if you were doing a d6, you roll 2d6 then.
No, I just all I've ever heard. We all in 3.5 you double
Okay.
or sometimes even triple.
So-
it depends on the weapon.
Right. What we do in this game, you roll. If you do a 20. Normally, what you're supposed to do is you just take 2d6 and you roll both. You know, like you double the amount of die you take. So if you have 2d6 originally, you do 4d6.
Okay.
In this, what we do is your original die. So if you have 2d6, it's automatically max damage for both of those, and then you
Oh.
roll 2 extras.
Oh.
Yeah, no. So it's like if you roll a 1d, let's say you get a critical with a 1d6 die,
You automatically get 6.
you do anywhere from 7 to 12 damage.
then
Because then it's like if you did, it's like oh I rolled a nat 20, you roll 2d6, you get
2 ones.
yeah you get like a 1 and a 2, and it's like 3 damage. It's like
that rule does not apply to most enemies.
yeah,
so
no,
you're
it's only
mostly
for,
safe from getting one shot from dudes, but
Okay, so we roll our damage.
yeah.
At a crit, we get max.
you get max on the your
Max on
original-
1, and then you roll 1 dice.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So,
if you have 2d6, then you got a crit, then like him, he's got a great
Instead of
range,
rolling
it's
4d6, you roll 2d6 and then the max of the other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Like, basically you do max for the original attack, then roll it, then just roll again.
Okay.
So there is a
I
at
one
this
shot a
temple-
dude like that.
Yep.
At this temple, there is an archpriest, and there is this woman there, and she says, "What brings you to our temple? Are you visitors?"
You get action church.
Action shot. Push yourself beyond
Since they're talking, what does a
You can take
ranger use for magic?
action on top of your regular
Wisdom.
So does that mean I get 3?
No. You don't have them. When you
1,
make
2, action surge, 3.
that would be that would
Okay.
be. But remember, your second attack is a bonus action. You
Where
take
would
an
I put
action
that?
for your main attack, then a bonus action for your second attack. But with the action surge, you can do another one. But just to let you know, you can only use the action surge once per short or long rest.
Alright.
So basically, if you want to get another attack in and do a bonus action.
What is the spell save DC? You think spell save bonus?
It's 10.
So
Plus my
I
wisdom
now
modifier?
have 2 second winds, right?
Yeah, it should be
10 plus my wisdom
and
modifier.
and proficiency. No, it's what it is. It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom. Yeah,
So it's 10 plus.
10 plus wisdom.
Zero.
Right now.
So it's 12.
12. Yeah. So
And spell attack bonus would be just whatever my wisdom is.
yeah.
If I only had my
I have
So it would be
proficiency
plus
to
5. Yeah, proficiency.
Oh, I
You
only
need
have
to
2 in wisdom.
You
so
need to
plus
create
34.
another Witch Slayer
Yeah,
with your
yeah,
great sword
plus
now. If anybody uses a great sword, they have to make it into
Not
something
gonna
almost as strong as Witch Slayer.
Okay. We're not gonna.
That was my original sword that I had,
And this was
and
when you
it
didn't
was
know how to
2.
do
It was
anything,
2d6 slashing damage with 1d6 fire, 1d6 poison, 1d6
Nah, it was. It was
No, that was before you changed
no, and then
it.
there was 1d4
And then
necrotic.
1d4 necrotic.
There was
Wow.
no fire on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
there was.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's poison.
It was fire, poison, and necrotic. So if we went by the rules that we do now for criticals, I would have been doing major damage with that thing.
You would have it's like.
But then we modified it to make the buffs 1d4.
Oh, I get spells now.
Yeah, I get spells as well.
Congrats, you guys.
Which was
do I still have my golem?
Here you go.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Okay,
The golem
as
just-
you were walking out of the thing, so as you were walking out, it was extremely cold, right? And the snow is like, he started hardening and slowing down, and he eventually just kind of like froze in place, and he couldn't move after that, and the crystal powered down. You can take the crystal with you though, and it's basically that golem. But you'd have to like resummon him into another thing. So you can still take the crystal and resummon him into a different form later. He'll have all of his memories, but that form of him is gone.
Alright, I'm
What
taking
is
that
the-
crystal.
Yeah,
I
and you
would-
have
I
to
would-
spend resources to like do that.
Money.
Sort of
What was the color of the first gem that I got that was broken?
It
Or
was
the clay.
green.
It was
Like a
green,
jade.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Green.
Okay, now what do I get with my
Do I put the stuff I have under treasure?
Yeah, like all the extra stuff, like your books and stuff. Yeah, treasures.
I've been putting it under equipment.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm running out of room!
Yeah, that's. I kind of did that too.
How do you spell gem? Gem.
Just
Gem.
G-E-M.
G-E-M. I put J.
J.
Nice job.
Never go full retard Wyatt.
So,
I don't know where I'm going in here. I'm just gonna. I take out the wolf.
And you try and match.
wolf amulet.
I just
and
imagine you're
and
just
I'm
like
just
trying to
looking
match
at
it.
each way.
But you're
to
looking
the
at it
temple.
upside down.
Yeah.
Imagine you're looking at it upside down. I'd turn it around.
so there's an arc
Is that all I
priest
get
there.
at level 2?
Yeah.
Action church.
Oh, I know. I
Yes.
can do
Alright.
3 first level spells now.
Okay, where's the spell? Oh, there it
Nothing
is.
will be greater than when I got Thunder Wave.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, that did not go well.
What level do I have it? I have it at 3rd level.
What?
Thunder Wave
What?
for Bubsley.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
do it at 3rd level.
I have hurt so many players with that move.
He almost killed a bunch of us.
I jumped
You
off a
should've died.
60-foot scaffolding on a ship and Thunder Wave just before I impacted the ground, and I almost killed myself.
You should have died.
No,
Like you should.
I've resisted death.
So
Second wind.
so
I would have been reduced to 1 HP.
I guess. So there is an archmage there, a female orcish woman in multicolored robes, who asks you, "Travelers, well, what brings you here?"
I am seeking the goddess Fesul.
Fesul.
Fesul. Yes.
You know, I like that pronunciation.
Fesul.
Yeah.
Fesul.
She goes, Oh, Vesu. Strange choice. There's a right down that hallway is her temple. There's not too many followers left. I think there's just there's one still alive, and there's just one guy who cleans up after the temple in there. But I'm sorry, you can do your own personal prayers and such there yourself, but there's not too much there. And you do remember? Did I tell you the names of like the priests that you remember?
I don't remember them. I don't remember talking about the names. I just said they're priests.
You do remember you had a good. There were these people that were like your family. There were four. There were four people there, and one was Brother Azin. Mm-hmm. He was a 50-year-old human cleric, and he was like your father figure almost, right?
Okay, so he was the one who brought me.
Yeah, and then there was Sister Loader, who was like a 30-year-old woman. Brother Uram, who is a 30-year-old orc. All right, hold on. Okay, so.
Like his feet aren't even that wide.
I never noticed that. It doesn't just like.
No, doesn't matter.
I didn't mean that.
No, it doesn't matter. Okay, if it did, get over it.
So, you do remember you have Brother Azin, Sister Loader, Brother Uram, who was a 30-year-old orc.
Uram?
And then...
Why does that sound familiar?
I don't know. But Uram actually had a son named Nash, who was like...
Kevin Nash?
When you knew him, he was only like...
No, Steve Nash.
10 years old?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Wait,
Fish
like
Nash.
when I first came there, or
When you knew all these people. Like...
the last time?
Yeah, the last time you saw them. He was 10 years old.
Okay.
And so... what do? You want to go into that temple, or...
I'm in the temple, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's the center chamber, and then it goes off to the different gods.
It's basically like the center room, and then separates.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she asks about you two. Well, what brings you two here? Ira and other person. What brings you two here?
I can heal 10 points.
Yes.
I just imagine you just say that like in game. I can heal 10 points.
Hey guys,
Oh,
there's
that's
cure
really
wounds
nice. So can like
and,
half of us.
Cure wounds and Hunter's Mark. That's a good thing to choose, right?
Yeah, those are good.
I have Cure Wounds.
It's still good at multiple.
Cure wounds good to have multiples, because then we can do it twice.
Yeah, Cure Wounds is really good.
We have 3 healers and 1 who can heal himself.
Well, yeah, once let me heal. And I have lay on hands too. So.
Yeah.
Technically, I can heal myself as well with cure wounds.
Yeah, no, we all have something to prevent ourselves from dying, which is good.
It's good.
They're learning.
Oh wait, now I can. Oh, I have 10 points to heal people with now.
Yeah.
How much do you think? This is out of game. How much would it cost from the mage guy, the tattoo artist, to get like a permanent like spell on me?
That's a pretty like high not you couldn't do that as you are now.
But like
it
one
would cost
platinum,
it would
100
cost a
gold.
lot. That might actually have to be like a quest item you get. Like you would have to go searching for special ink.
Okay, 'cause I
And
think it'd
somebody
be
who
pretty
knows how to
cool.
use it too, probably.
I
It
think
is
it'd be pretty
possible.
cool to
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah, that is possible.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
what are these
I'm
things
striving
that I have?
for that.
Okay.
I would like that.
Oh, do I have 2 weapon fighting though.
And
Okay.
there are other kinds too that
You
might
can
like
attack-
give
you
you
got your
bonuses and
ability
things
one.
like that.
That's what I was thinking. Just a plus.
Would
you
those
can
also
get
be
that.
quest items?
And your other your feet thing allows you to
some of them.
wield
Okay.
weapons that don't.
But there's
fall
others that like
fire on it.
you can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
like a tattoo and have someone else get a matching tattoo, and it gives you both like a special like a bond of friendship or something like that, bond of lovers, like similar. things.
Gay?
Healing done to one is
Well,
done to
technically
the
she's a
other.
female.
Damage.
Still
Yeah.
gay.
It's not good if you say no homo. The tattoo literally just says no homo on it. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm leveled.
It's okay.
How do I?
What brings you here, good sir?
Yes, you.
Okay,
I
hold
pull
on.
out this medallion that I have.
Oh, that's the symbol of Skolgaru. Yes. Are you a follower or?
Yeah.
All are welcome here in the temple. You can come and go and do whatever you want as you please.
Where?
I would not say.
I would not tell
She
you
points down a hallway that leads to Skolgaru's temple or her shrine, I guess.
Come and go, ejaculate and evacuate.
I walk down the hallway.
You go in
Okay,
there
buddy.
and you see like a whole church of people there in the Skolgaru chamber, like each giving like incense offerings and doing various things.
Incest?
You know what they
Incense.
say.
I have incest.
Incense.
Incest is
No.
I mean, I have incense.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Same thing.
I think I'm leveled. All I did was HP
Matter.
and then the cleric stuff because I don't get anything from my half dwarf.
Yeah.
And that's all. I always feel like I'm missing something, but I don't think I did.
You don't get any level up stuff from the half dwarf now.
Okay. So, so I'll chat up this person now. The Ori area.
Yeah.
It's the same one that's chatting to him.
With
Attack
one,
action.
two. That,
Yeah,
okay, your attack
Okay.
action.
Wait, what? Sorry, what did you say?
And then that.
On
And
the
then
temple
use
person.
bonus
Oh,
action.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
so
up.
The
It's not an
archpriest.
attack
She goes,
So when you're fighting now,
You can
You-
attack
Ori?
once instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
any? Yeah.
Or a cereal,
So
because
then
I'm
I
like
can
the
hit
cereal
like 3
bit.
times.
Cereals.
Yes,
That's
once
Or I could do
interesting.
2
We
big
don't know
hits.
many here
You
who
could
follow
do-
cereal.
you just
Yeah,
do 2 big hits and
she's
one
my
small.
Which
grandma.
one of them who's cereal? None of us know who cereal
That's cool. That's
Well,
that's
okay,
real
so
nice.
how it works? Why when you
There-
make a big
there's a
hit,
small statue to
using
her
a
in
two-handed
Ori's
which
chamber
doesn't
if you
count
want.
towards
Cereal's a
your,
demigod,
what do you
right?
want? Fighting
No,
stuff.
Cereal's
Or it doesn't count
demigod,
towards dual wielding.
It's hard to explain.
Two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't see
Celestial
also-
being.
So when you use a bonus,
So
when you
I
do
kind of
the,
explained
when
the
you
whole
do one
lineage
punch, that's
thing.
using the regular
Does
Warhammer.
that
This
click
is
with
not-
her?
Yeah,
Actually, I have
regular
persu-
weapon.
I
And then
think
you
I
use
have
the bonus action to make another
I have
attack.
persuasion. Can I
That's what
persuade
you're
her
doing
to
now.
believe me?
With the extra attack,
You
you're
can
gonna be able
try.
to do 1, 2, and then
bonus action.
no, you do
10.
1, 2, yeah,
She goes,
and then you can use a bonus
that's
action.
nice.
So
sweetie.
if you actually do
yes,
a-
here I can take you to
You
the
could
to
do
the
a
Ori temple
slam, and then
if
you
you
can do a
want.
punch.
Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Whatever, man.
That makes actually you could do 2 slams
And
and then make a
And
punch, and then so with
No, I
you
think
go
it's just
inside
persuasion.
this
You can do
small
2 big
temple to
hits.
Ori.
you could do 1 big hit,
Um,
1 small hit, and another.
Do you guys
Yeah.
do you guys want to follow him into the Ori temple? Just like
I'm going into the Fasu.
Do you think perhaps if I told them my name, it would have any effect? Because they shared the same last name.
no, they don't. She doesn't have a last name, but
Someone will believe me.
so
That's your curse.
My curse.
It's like the Santa Claus movies. It's
Yeah.
like you don't. It's like I know, but you know how hard it is to not say. Like my dad's a firefighter, my dad's a lawyer, my dad's the coolest out of all, and I can't say anything. Oh, poor Jimmy. He
He's
sounds
been
like.
boarded, am I right?
Oh my god.
It's glasses time. It's only 4. I'm getting old. I'm an old man now.
Mhm.
So it's only 4:33. Old. I gotta wear my glasses. Old.
You have to wear glasses.
My eyes are getting watery and everything's getting blurry.
So, you walk inside the Ori temple, and there is a small shrine to like a very small statuette.
Yes.
Hey, Grandma.
Oh my god! there are 4 statues to the elemental generals underneath Ori, and Ori is like this magnificent, huge thing, and then there's like just these 4 little, very small statues underneath.
I'm slightly offended, but I'll go through it. I'll live through it.
Hashtag
So,
sugar.
are you going to? Oh, do you do have like a as part of your acolyte background, right? You
Yeah.
have like a prayer wheel or a prayer book.
Wheel.
Yeah, I have a prayer book.
Prayer.
So
Prayer.
It's a prayer.
I said prayer.
Prayer.
you feel your prayer book in your pack wherever it is. It starts like you feel it reacting and it starts moving around for some reason.
Oh no, my vibrator.
I take it out.
You take it out,
Shoots into the sky.
and it is like it's kind of like flailing around. It flies down onto the floor, and the Archmage is looking at this. She's like surprised. It flies in front of Serial's small, tiny-ass little statue, and it flips open to a random page, and just this radiant sort of light starts etching itself into the book and talking in Celestial.
Yes.
And just like this message just sprawls out. And the Archmage is like looking at this in awe. She's like, we've never seen one of the 4 generals react at all to
That's
this.
because she's my grandma. She's my grandmama.
She picks up the small prayer book and she reads what it says in Celestial. It says, it says that, like,
Daddy,
what?
can you open this jar for me, babe?
Do you need me to open it?
Yes. Ow.
And try. Ta-ta.
that come too.
Like, will it open?
Boom.
I just proved the man in me. It's okay.
So, the Archmage reads out, "My child, the end is near. There is a horrible disaster coming soon, and
I'm gonna slap you. Just kidding.
and even we,
Kind of hitting yourself already.
she says, even we, the goddesses, have no idea who is behind this at all.
You see a little guy in the
All we
background
know-
in the dark.
All we know is that there is a menace."
see you.
So something's afoot.
Hold on.
Something's
You just moved to the corner, but I can still see you. No.
It's like we don't know what dark presence is afoot
There
in
is-
the back corner.
Someone is trying to come after us.
Uh-oh.
We have been unable to locate them. This is unheard of. But someone is coming after us. All we know is that this plague is connected to a new host at Castle Silverblood.
Stops there, cuts Gerald. Let's do this.
Wait, what?
Let's do this.
So basically what the goddess said is that there is some kind of unforeseen enemy that is coming after them.
Oh my god, Geraldo. Let's do this.
And she did basically just confirm that yes, there is some new host at Castle Silverblood that is causing the plague, but
Well,
it goes
we
much
find
beyond that.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know that.
Will we find out this
That's the
campaign,
silver
this
blood.
mission?
When you go
Generic
into
name
your
of
temple
Castle.
of Fosal,
Enter generic
you
name
receive a
castles
similar
here.
message in your prayer wheel
Silver
prayer book
blood.
that basically says the same thing.
Okay.
It's talking about the necro plague and that there is
Okay,
something
is this
much
the guy
larger
who I
afoot.
know, who I know who it is? Do I know? Is this the person we've been talking? I know this person. I know who this person
Stop
is. Right?
metagaming.
Who?
But not no. What you told me. I'm not metagaming. We discussed it.
This is his character. This is his knowledge.
Who are you talking
Thank you.
about?
The main baddie. The baddie.
You okay?
My guy doesn't know yet.
They have this is what the goddesses have told them, and Skogaru would tell you too. They are basically
You just happen to be
the
brought into
gods.
this.
The gods rarely talk to people.
Oh, they must hate me.
To you people, they are like crying out for help. Is what this is.
Oh,
I walk in there. It's like you need to help us. Walk out.
I see this as my
That's like-
divine calling.
I have the little pendulum. It's like glowing. I'm like, nope. I've seen too many horror stories for this.
Why you just like?
Shut up.
Why? You do not. You go in there, and as you come in, everyone else has started leaving. They've just like finished their service, and then you're sort of drawn to this temple until you reach up and you touch like the feet of this goddess, and when you do, you receive a message. You receive a vision in your head, and you just see like the necroplague itself spreading throughout and killing people, and it all leads back to Castle Silverblood. That
My
is
guy
what you
goes to
see.
sleep into the. My guy eventually goes to bed after discussing talking with people because it's nighttime.
Also,
My guy
like
eventually
to
goes
my
to
Of
bed.
course, but yes, the person in Castle Silverblood would be.
I
you,
walk.
Do I
would
know where the castle?
You would recognize
Yes, everyone. It is very well known where it is. Yes. What? What's up?
You need a hug, you slut.
Okay.
I walk up to the statue and
He touches
Assalamu alaikum, my brothers.
So what did I miss?
Apparently I was talked to
Not
by
really.
God.
Okay.
The other goddesses have told them basically the same message, but
Does the Archmage believe me now that I've received the super awesome message from my grandmama?
she is greatly surprised.
Okay, honey.
She says, the goddesses very rarely send messages this blatant to us.
Can I do another persuasion? Or yeah, I'll do a
No,
persuasion.
I'm not.
I didn't do a persuasion.
She's not sure like what she's thinking
Casey,
right
do
now,
the-
but
To the rest of the people that I normally work with, know about who this is? Know of it?
Do I know where this place? Do we know where this place
Not
is?
the
Yes.
place, the person.
the person
We don't know
might
who
find
it.
out
No, we don't know who.
we don't know.
Yeah, we have
who
no
it
idea
is,
who
really.
it is.
No, I'm just asking because no, I know who it. I'm talking out of character.
Yeah.
Will we know who it is, or no one knows who it is?
The second that you sort of listen about this, you would kind of recognize.
Okay, because my guy doesn't think that was the one that did it. He remember he
Right.
killed the other thing, thinking
Yeah.
that was the one. So as
Yeah.
far as he knows, he's avenged.
No.
Okay,
Well,
stop.
okay. At this point, when you started hearing about like the people in the caravan and all these other things about the necroplague and what's been going on, you started realizing that the one behind all of this is much larger than that single person you killed.
Yeah, but the only reason he killed that person was for avenging.
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't know the other one did it.
I feel like I'm getting.
When will he find out the other one did it? Because he doesn't know.
That's okay. Honestly, I was kind of thinking of just having you automatically know that because
Mine
it's-
doesn't.
I can't think of a way to like blatantly give that to you.
Just make it a big reveal when we hit the castle.
It's pretty obvious that whatever was going on is all underneath someone else's command.
Yeah.
So you now it's sort of like you now know the real person that you need to have the vendetta against.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, I could have just imagined it as like, oh, this is the guy. This is familiar. It's like either he's back or there's something else going on.
You go into the Temple of Fosal and you get this message.
Yeah, and in my book, yeah.
Actually, no, it doesn't happen in your book. There's a single person in that temple who turns around to you, and they said, "Oh, hello." But they get cut off, and their eyes glow, and they give you this message in like this holy voice right before like they come out of this possession, and they're like, I'm sorry. Hello. What are you doing here?
I think Mom's calling. Hold on.
Casey, check Discord when you get back on your computer.
I'm gonna open up Discord. I'm on too.
Summer loving, having a blast.
Buddy, are you okay with lasagna?
Huh?
Are you okay with lasagna for dinner?
No, I'm just not. Okay.
Why, you're allergic to it?
No, I'm a really picky eater. I mean, I wish I wasn't, but it's.
As long as you're not vegetarian. Oh, you're eating meat. You can't be vegetarian.
No.
God, I can't deal with vegetables. I also can't deal with fish. Fish is the vegetable of the.
We
of the
were
meat.
basically.
That's true.
We were
That's true.
cut
Fish is
from
a
the
vegetable.
same cloth.
Wow.
So,
Except I'm not too picky of it.
so
can't.
where were we? So this person like gives you this message.
Yes.
She's wanting us to go to like Little Caesar. Actually,
Just right around the corner.
doesn't he not like cheese?
Just right around the corner. Can you guys run and go get like 2 pizzas for you guys to snack on later on tonight? When you want to throw a munch on something, it's pizza.
We have food. He's fine. I have
I
other
don't
food.
want him eating a sandwich for dinner.
Mom, you don't get to make a choice.
What if we just called an order?
Well, hour and a half, honey. I already did that. It's like dinner's ready. Caesar's is right around the corner. They're like, you go pick up and it's done.
I have.
That's
I
his.
know, but I don't.
No,
What is
he
your
wants.
sandwich? What
Mom,
does it look like? No,
It's
no,
it's
no,
turkey.
no.
Mom,
What's gonna
Mom.
happen?
Please go grab a couple pizzas. It's
They
just
can
gonna
go
take you
grab
guys
it.
5 minutes.
They can go grab it. Me and Casey can discuss more.
Alright, so we're just gonna do a bit of a one-on-one here between me and Josh.
Okay. I'm just way too late because you know how big your light can be.
Let me just tell you, you're like,
I don't know how to discuss my character with other.
no, trust me, you're not the only one.
I
And
know,
the
it's
others
Oliver,
have,
him.
actually, Wyatt doesn't have too much of a big
That's why I
sort
was
of,
pointing to him.
oh, I don't think he even has, no, he doesn't have too much. Oliver, definitely, you'll figure out
I
soon.
know Oliver definitely.
You'll find
It's
out-
me and Oliver who are the most secretive.
Yeah, you'll figure it out soon. But yeah. So,
Difficult to discuss things, not having to say it.
so what were you wanting to ask me?
Basically, we can do what your original plan is. My guy knew who the original killer was, but he disappeared,
Yeah.
and he's been hunting him ever since.
Yeah.
And I guess that
Whatever reason you need to come up with for you to be coming after
I'm
this
just letting
guy,
you-
that's what I need
I'm
from
just
you.
letting you know so you can find some way to include it in there.
Yeah.
You can say basically that the main reason my guy went on the.
It's his choice to make.
I know, Matthew, but do you see a sandwich? This is like, I'm not gonna, I mean, it's just a typical,
I could have made him
Plain-
something else.
no, you couldn't have, because you don't cook. I do the cooking.
We have
And
other.
first time guest over, I don't want
Okay.
you just having this.
Okay. Cool.
Okay? I do it for any of you guys.
All right. Okay.
We can just say that my guy has been hunting him for the past 10 years. You know, he's in moments where he's gotten close,
Yeah.
gotten close, disappeared, gotten close, off.
Yeah.
And that's the main reason why I was on the caravan.
Okay.
We can just use that.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Now, is there anything you want to do in this town while the others are sort of?
And put that in your room.
Okay. College money, basically.
Let me put that in my room and I'll think. What is mainly there for my guy to do in that area?
Well, if you look at the map, there's a bunch of different areas. There's that little chicken place you can try out. It's got... I just packed that place with flavor. There is the girl that Yor wanted to go rescue, but you know you'd have to do that with the others as well.
Yeah. Because since it's nighttime, my guy will sleep. So.
You don't want to go anywhere else first?
I mean, he did almost get killed by Wyatt, so.
Well, we're here until they come back.
That's
so.
true. We'll just say I do things.
Okay.
What is Marble Bros? Is that like an architect? What's Nick? Oh, no.
Marble Bros? Yeah, that's like an architectural club.
Or
Or a
Daily Brews. What's Daily Brews is the bar, I assume. Bathhouse, theater.
Wait, what brews?
What is that? Say Daily Brews or
I think it's supposed
13?
13. Chili Brews.
Chili Brews. Okay. What is that?
It's a tavern slash like brewery.
Okay.
Like, there's a guy there who makes his own beer.
And Monster Stew. Is that Monster Stew?
Yeah, Monster Stew is the cooking guild.
Okay. And Nick and Nax. I assume that was like just a typical.
That is that woman we were talking about that got
Yeah.
lost in Forge. That's her magic shop. Because she like treasure hunts, finds things, and brings them back there and sells them. So
There's
there's that.
honestly not much for my guy to do. Go to theater.
Go to theater.
The theatre.
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 Okay. Okay, you want to do that?
Yeah, let's go to the theater.
Sure. You go to the theater. Admission is 5 silver.
I'm just gonna give him the 1 gold.
Okay.
Keep the change. There's no way I want to split that.
Okay.
My guy's generous.
Sure. So you go in and they are having a show tonight. I'm trying to think of it. Good. There's a great hero. There's a great folktale hero named Durog the champion.
Durog the champion. Is he
Durog
an
the
orc?
champion. Yes, he is an orc. Durog the champion, and Durog the champion has done many great feats, such as killing a bear that was attacking his town and saved his best human friend, and then he went out and he at some point along his journey he fought a bunch of undead hordes, and he killed a lich at the end.
Kids did a lot. I like to imagine there's a guy sitting there like an old man, and he did a lot of cool things. And
That's basically
dramatic storytelling.
Yeah, it's this nice little play. You can't tell if it's true or not, but the kids are getting some enjoyment out of it, and everyone's like, ooh, ah, and it's this really dramatically well told story, and the actors are pretty good.
I would assume I would have known the name that the vampire's name, right?
No.
No, I wouldn't. I just know it was just a vampire.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I right? Is there anyone that needs any assistance? My guess is have a dude who will help.
Assistance.
A person in need. Also, what kind of bad thing do you think is going to happen to Wyatt? Killing me.
I don't know. Probably let's say he attacks someone and gets right on the AC, and I'm like, nah, you missed. Like that's
okay.
It's a little small thing like that, but you could go to a bunch of different places. Let me see. I had a huge list back here of. Where do you want to go searching for,
Just throughout the town, if anyone needs any help or anything, Nothing too complicated, of course, that requires me to go off on a quest.
No, yeah, of course. All of these are pretty chill.
Like if an old lady needs me to help lift the heavy things and things like that, Civil duties.
You're going past Mystic Findings, which is that Oracle place, and you've been there maybe once or twice before, but you didn't, you probably weren't really you were like, I'm not falling for that,
Yeah.
So you go over there, and you're just kind of walking past the tent, and you hear groaning coming from the inside. It's like squawks and groanings.
I guess I go in.
You go inside, and you see T'Chaka there, and it's like, hello, sir. Well, what do you need today?
What do you need today? Sound like you're in pain.
Hell, I don't know, I just haven't been feeling too well, under the weather, something like that.
Do you need any help with anything?
I've tried everything I can. I tried some magic. I tried some different medicines of different types, and I don't know what it is. It's not making me feel better.
Okay. I don't know what to do now. Can I roll an investigation to see what it could be? See what's wrong with him or whatever?
Yeah, sure. Or I guess call it insight.
Insight? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 7.
You can't discern much.
Okay.
Besides, you don't really see any physical damage to him.
Is it inside of him? Where is it? When he walked in, how was he? Was he like this or?
He was just kind of slumped over, ugh. He doesn't. He's like, I don't feel anything wrong in my stomach or in my body. It's just kind of.
Can I cure wounds?
You can
Without do anything?
You can try.
I don't want to hurt him on purpose.
He says that he tried magic and it didn't help, so.
Okay, magic doesn't work. Maybe he just needs some nice stew. Can I make him some stew? I have cooked utensils. I can make things.
Okay.
I am proficient in that.
All right. Sure. You
I'd
got
like
it.
to whip them up from whatever ingredients you have. A nice stew,
Yeah.
A nice heartwarming stew.
He
Soup
doesn't.
for the soul.
He doesn't have much ingredients on him. He has some vegetables.
Okay. I guess I'll make my way then down.
You can go to the cooking guild.
Yeah.
Okay.
To the cooking guild and see if I can gather some supplies.
You go down to the cooking guild, and there's a woman there named. there's a cooking guild there, and there's a guy named Zane, and
That's
he.
a cool name.
Yeah. So his name's Zane, and he's kind of like this hardy dude, and he's like
No, you just see he looks like Guy Fieri.
a little bit.
So let's just say he looks a little.
I
like
imagine
Guy
him
Fieri.
as bald with like a little like handlebar